Good morning, bros and bears. As always, this is the beast in the Northeast, Patrick. Finishing up my morning protein shake. It is 5:55 in the morning. I'm waiting for work to open up because the wife says I always have this habit of coming early, and I don't see what the problem is with it. We got 2 meals that are 10 ounces of beef and 3/4 of a cup of rice with about 0.3 pounds of mini potatoes. We've got a meal of 5 eggs with about 3/4 of a cup of rice and a little bit of cheese in there. All these meals got sodium in them, except for this yogurt meal, which is a pint of Greek yogurt with frozen blueberries and granola. So we got some food coming up. It'll be tasty. It'll be so delicious. Today is a bench day. We are doing the heaviest bench that's ever been programmed for me outside of peak, and it is 500-pound deadlift or bench, as few sets as possible, 8 reps, as few sets as possible. My PR is 1 because I've never been programmed outside of peak 500 pounds. So I'm really interested to see where my 500-pound bench stacks up with the rest of them. Thomas Davis, Julius Maddox, Luke Knoll. I can't really compare myself to Julius. Julius is just in a whole league of his own, but I'd like to see where I stack up with the other people who compete full power and also have massive benches, like JP Price, Josh Morris. I think that's about it. There aren't very many people who do full power that have a better bench than me. So the competition is kind of thin. So I think those 4 or 5 people that I listed off are going to be the people that I'll be basing my progress off of, or not progress, but like standing, you know? So if I'm able to get 5 or 6 full beans, I'm gonna do a little research and see where they stack up and look at a comparative ratio between myself and them and see where I should stack up and try to exceed that expectation. So work is opening up. There's people going in. It is time to work. I got meals to eat. I got meals to eat. Let's go. Alright, bros and bears. So I did a little research while I was at work. Luke Knoll, JP Price, Josh Morris, all their rep range with 500 is about 3 reps. Tom Davis has a rep range of 10 reps at 500. It's looking like 3 reps at 500 is mid 600s. So like 635 to 650. It's looking at the top end 10 reps with 500 gives you about 700 total. That's where you'll max out at because of Tom Davis. Now, this is going to be a little weird for some of you because upper level lifting math gets a little kind of like wishy-washy, because if you can rep 135 for 2, you could probably do like 155, 165. If you can rep 500 for 3, you can do 635, 640. So the higher the weight goes, the more each rep kind of elevates your lifting capabilities. So if you're able to push your 87.5 beyond just 1 or 2 reps, because 500 is only 87.5% of my training max. So the goal for today is 5 to 8, because it's as few sets as possible, 8 total reps. We're going for 5. If we get 5, we're getting 6. If we get 6, we're getting 7, so on and so forth. So long as the reps are clean, they're not a grinder. I personally know when my body is like, we're good, no more. Just due to my experience in the sport, my experience with AMRAPs. Holy crap, my eye looks red. Weird. I was gotten a little dust in there, cleaning out spaces at work, so probably got a little dust in there. So yeah, 3 reps is cool. My goal for my next meet is 650. I want to go 1050, 650, 750. Put me at 2450. I know that the deadlift is holding me back, so meet after that, the Arnold's probably going to be, I can't even speculate because I haven't competed yet. I don't know. I haven't assessed where I am. But if I go 1050, 650, 750, I'll be able to go, I don't know, fucking like 1075, 660, 800. I don't even know where that puts me. Let's not count our chickens before they hatch. Let's go in today. I got 2 bananas for carbohydrates and sustainability and all that jazz, the shenanigans. So let's go in there. Let's bench 500, as few sets as possible, 8 reps. All right, let's get it in as few sets as possible. That's already intuitive. Let's try 1 to 2 sets. 1 to 2 sets for 8 reps. Can you do that? Why am I asking you like I'm Dora the Explorer? Do I look Latina? Nah. I'm gonna go do that. The goal was 5, I got 6. Hurrah. But not hurrah. If I got 6, I should have gotten 7. If I got 7, I should have gotten 8. Hardest part about sets like that is having to breathe. You notice on the 4th rep, I had to stop to breathe. All the pressure's going to my face. I had to reset, breathe. But while you're under load, you can never get as tight as you were before the load. So breathing before you take any sort of load is beneficial towards your lift. That's why you don't want to take your squat, they take the rack out, you get the squat command, and then you breathe. Because you're never gonna get as tight as you can if you get tight before you take the squat. It's a little annoying because you have to wait for the rack command, but all in all, it's beneficial. You can hold your breath for 10 seconds, right? So it's a similar thing with bench, because maintaining that internal core pressure, that Valsalva, is super beneficial towards getting heavier reps, heavier sets, maintaining kind of like, an example would be if your body was a bunch of noodles, and then you put a toilet paper roll, cardboard roll, around that bunch of noodles, so it's tight. It's gonna be a little more rigid. It's not gonna be super rigid that it's not gonna break, but it's enough that you can do a little bit more with it. Yeah, I waited until after some accessories because I personally, I don't like talking to myself, to my phone, being this self-involved with myself when there's other people in the gym. I don't believe it's good manners. If there's a million people in the gym, fine. But this gym is so small, it's not a bad thing. When I'm in here, there's maybe 1, 2, or no people in here, and I'm able to talk to you guys when there's no people in here. But before there was one guy, so I felt it would be rude of me towards him if I spoke to you guys. A lot of my videos, if I'm not talking like intermittently in between sets, it's usually because there's other people in the gym, and I don't want to disrespect them by being a little distracting by talking loudly and enunciated and being self-involved with myself, because at the end of the day, we're all humans, and the number one thing that we can do for each other is respect each other. There's no one in the gym right now, but you can hear the Serial Killer playlist. That's just a fan in the background. You don't need music to lift heavy. You just need to be in your head. You need to be strong, you need to be well fed, you need to be mentally prepared. Because on meet day, do you know what song is playing every time that you take a lift? Can you choose it? No. Like my 1,005-pound squat, I have no idea what was going on. I had no idea what music was on. It was only until afterwards that I was like, what kind of music is, what? And you could only like hear it for like 5 seconds while I'm setting up. So if you hinge your ferocity and tenacity on the music that you're listening to, you're kind of using it as a crutch, and you don't want to have any sort of crutch when it comes down to meet time, because when the crutches are taken away, can you still walk? If you run, as Louis Simmons says, and it's written right there, gym owner coming in clutch with the inspirational quotes. If you run with the lame, you'll develop a limp. If you rely on your crutches, you can't walk without them. So if you got a crutch, identify it and don't rely on it, because chances are it's not gonna be there on meet day. I'm gonna be totally honest with that accessory, that superset. Once upon a time, dumbbell delt flies, dumbbell side raises, I think it was dumbbell deltoid flies or something along that line popped up on the program. And this was before Train Heroic had like, hey, I don't know what this exercise is. Show me a video. And also I didn't have internet. I think it was at an LA Fitness in Rochester. Why am I so specific with this story? But, so, I'm at this LA Fitness in Rochester, New York, because I'm helping my brother, something about moving, because he went to RIT for EE, so he's a smart cookie. So I think it was like rear deltoid flies. I think that's what it was. Popped up on the program. I'm like, I have no idea what that is. So I supersetted that with itself. So the front raises and side raises. I honestly, I don't know the name of the exercise, and it's like a little too far gone for me to like ask what it is. Like, I just benched 500 for 6. I don't know what a deltoid raise is. Uh-oh. I don't see what the band craze is about. Did I set that up because I'm lazy and I didn't want to be lugging plates around? Yeah, I did. And I'm convinced that's what bands and training is. You're just too lazy to put on real weight and use it. I don't even know if that kicked in, because that was stretched to the max, which according to the charts should be about 100 pounds. So 2 plates at the top. I had no idea what that was. I got a pump, sure. Was I lazy? Absolutely. Am I ever gonna do that again? No, it's not worth it, no. I'll masturbate with sandpaper before I do that again. Real talk, nice talk. And the wife is grumpy at me. Mondays are International Chest Days. Thusly, we train bench. Every Monday, I gotta go move a couch with my neighbor. I'm not videoing that. There's gonna be a lot of swearing, cursing, mostly from my neighbor. And a lot of crying, probably from me. You're not missing much. Something, something, something. Witty words, like, comment, subscribe. Good night.